wish, you know, in my head, but there's no better way to spend a birthday than with all you blockheads. The second generation blockheads, the baby blockheads, the OG blockheads. So thank you so much.
Okay, so today on the Woodworks, I'm gonna do a New England favorite, clam chowder.
Turn off the Food Network and let me show you how the wood works.
But I'm gonna make it non-dairy because for those lactose intolerant out there like me, I can't really eat all that heavy cream, and so we're gonna supplement that with cauliflower. And this is also gluten-free. So Elena's happy. Let me run down the list of ingredients. 4 6.5 ounce cans of chopped clams or baby clams, and keep the juice, drain them, but keep the juice. 16 ounces of bottled clam juice, 1.5 cups of chopped leeks, 3 cloves of garlic chopped, 1 onion chopped, 1 head of cauliflower, 4 slices of bacon. I don't eat pork, so I have buffalo bacon or bison bacon. 1 cup of veggie stock, 1/4 teaspoon of dried thyme, have some parsley set to the side, and salt and pepper to taste. So that's everything. The first thing we're gonna do is just cook up the bacon and then set that to the side, and then we'll get rolling with the clam chowder, the non-dairy clam chowder. Okay, let's get that bison bacon cooking. Gonna want it to be pretty crispy so I can crumble it up when it goes into the clam chowder. Okay, I think the bacon is done. Just gonna set it to the side. And I'm gonna use this same pan here to saute the vegetables. So I'm just gonna add some olive oil. I'm gonna get the onions in there. Get our leeks in there. So then all this will soak up all that bacon flavor too. And I'm gonna add the garlic. Okay, so I think our veggies are done, but I'm gonna set these to the side. You could puree these with the cauliflower, but I want the texture in there. I'm not gonna puree these. I want the texture of the leeks and with the bacon and the onions and garlic. But it's cooked down really good. So I'm just gonna set this to the side, and then we're gonna move this pan in here. Shut that burner off. Get this one on, and we're gonna add our clam juice. And then we're gonna take the liquid from our clams and also add that. Now we're gonna let this come up to a simmer, and then we're gonna add the cauliflower in, and then this all gets pureed, and then this is like your base of, would be like the heavy cream, that, you know, like whatever you would use to make a clam chowder. So we just need this to come up to a simmer, and then add the cauliflower. We're gonna puree that in a blender, and then we'll go from there. Okay, gonna start adding the cauliflower. And we're just gonna let this cook till they're all tender and ready to go into the blender. Okay, now I'm gonna add, turn that heat down. Gonna add the rest of this mixture. See how that looks? It definitely has the chowder consistency. Okay, that's good. Gonna add the bacon. And the clams, which I have more than enough, so I don't know if I'm going to use it all. Now here's the thing, if it feels or looks a little thick, which just seems just slightly thick, I have my stock here. Just add a little, don't add too much, and then stir it in, and then see if it's where you like. I'm gonna need a little more, and then it's gonna be perfect. Yeah, that's better. So I'm just gonna heat this up so the clams get heated, the bacon's up to temperature. I'm gonna add the thyme. Okay, just gonna heat it up, and then we're gonna plate it, put it in a bowl, because it's clam chowder, and give it a taste. Okay, so we got the non-dairy clam chowder here, also gluten-free. I've been tasting it as I go, but I'm gonna give it another taste. Wow. And you're not gonna get the heaviness of like your normal clam chowder where you eat it and you're like, oh boy, what did I just eat? Because it's, you know, rich and heavy. This is not rich, it's more, I wouldn't say refreshing, it's just not as heavy. And it's more like the consistency of my root vegetable soup, but you got the clams, and I'm glad I, you know, took half of the leeks and blended that in and added flavor, but then you have some of the leeks for texture in here. This is really fantastic. So if you're vegan or vegetarian, you just don't use the clams and just use stock. And then you're kind of making like a cauliflower soup, I guess, right? But this is amazing. I'm really, really happy. It came out great. What's if you eat fish, pescatarian?
Which
that's not really a thing, right?
It's a thing.
it's a thing, but it's just people just saying I just eat fish. Like,
Yeah.
so what am I then? Because I don't eat beef or pork.
Yeah, but you eat chicken.
You only eat things that can fly or live in the water.
What I'm saying is there's so many labels. Just do your thing. Do whatever you want to do. But you don't got to tell everyone you're doing what you want to do. Just do it. I only explain on here because I have, it's a cooking show, so I got to explain I don't eat beef or pork. But if I didn't have the show, you wouldn't really know what I do. Do your thing. This is great.
Turn off the Food Network and let me show you how the wood works.
Everyone plays with their tongs, right? Tong, 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 right?